Are they marriage material? So we've got the Queen of Swords. Capricorn, someone's being assessed, someone's judging someone else, kind of almost like putting them through a test and then seeing what they do, seeing if they measure up to that test. The Queen of Swords is very judgmental, but in this case, it's more like discerning to see Knight of Swords. If this person is going to do what is required of them, if they're going to support you in a relationship for the long haul. 10 of Pentacles is the long haul, 4 of Wands is the relationship. The Page of Pentacles is, are they going to put in the work? Okay, so these are all the tests that someone is under like a watchful eye, under like a scrutiny about, to see if they are the one, like marriage material, if they're going to be there for the long haul, if they're going to be supportive. That's what someone in the relationship is being kind of scrutinized over. On the bottom, we have the Five of Cups, which tells me maybe this person who's doing the scrutiny is a little, almost looking for the worst. Maybe they expect the worst because of like, there's history with other relationships, right? But that's why this person maybe is so careful and so almost judgy, to make sure that this person that they're watching is the right person to engage with for the long term. Maybe they're considering, marriage. Maybe they're considering just something more serious, or taking a relationship to the next level. Let's pull Oracle cards and see if we can unravel this a bit more, find out more information for you Capricorns. Tell me more about Capricorn. So as I was shuffling the deck, the other thing I kept seeing was a dam, but not completely like with no activity, like a dam with a tiny trickle of water being squeezed through. So again, I'm getting the impression it's like squeezing someone, putting someone deliberately on the spot where you could see how they're gonna act. They're being put under pressure, right? The dam, under pressure, that's what it is. Someone's under pressure and this other person is watching to see how they're gonna behave, and they're gonna make a judgment based on that. Now, the cards that we actually got here for Oracle were the King and the number 1. This person doesn't have to be a guy, but this person's gonna live up to the expectation. This is the one, right? This is the right person. The King with the number 1 is somebody, the King in this deck is somebody who exhibits the qualities of all the kings, or as required, knows how to apply each of the kings from the tarot as required. This person is well-rounded for with regards to the Queen of Swords. That's what they're gonna find, is that this person's well-rounded. And with the bed on the bottom, there was no reason to worry. There was no reason to put this person through this test. It's kind of like relax a little bit. There's no reason to be quite so discerning, to be hovering over this person's shoulder and seeing how they react, seeing what they'll do. There's no reason to do that with the bed on the bottom here. That's actually kind of immature behavior. That's what these cards are saying. With the Princess is young and immature, and with the bread, it's kind of like Kool-Aid. All right, let's actually see what else is on the top here. Now we have Libra, Cancer, and the Mouth. It's kind of, this person is what you see is what you get. This person stays true to their word. Wow, stays true to their word. Mouth and Libra is somebody who, if they make a promise, well, they're gonna keep it, especially Cancer. Cancer is protective. They're gonna protect you. They're gonna protect what they say. I feel like this person, their word means a lot to them. Their word is to be trusted, is what I'm getting from these 3 cards. And combined with the King, this is somebody who is well-rounded, reliable, and almost a good father figure too. If there's like a family plan, this person's a good father figure. Now, even if they're a woman, father energy, right? So like that protective quality from the paternal side, whatever. It doesn't have to be specifically a man. But let's see what we get for advice now. See how you guys should be acting. I feel like I already told you, maybe loosen up a little bit. Let's see if we get any other advice. Capricorn. Okay, that was fast. We have the Fool. That's take a chance. Take a chance. You don't have to be the Queen of Swords. That's prosecutor energy, right? The Queen of Swords is associated with a prosecutor specifically. You don't have to act like that. You can take a risk. You can, the Fool isn't really like criticizing they're not looking over anyone's shoulder. They're kind of just relaxed. Again, it's relax. On the bottom, we have the Magician. In a sense here, you kind of get what you look for. There is, let's just put it this way. There's a metaphysical property in the universe where you find what you look for. That's just, you can read about it in that book, The Secret. You can read about it in all sorts of like New Age books. But the point is, if you guys, the Magician is saying, you make your own magic. If you are like really looking for negative things to find because you're putting this person through some sort of test where you're really trying to get them to screw up, eventually you're going to find a screw up, right? The devil is underneath the magician. But it's like, why do that? Why do that? There is no reason to do that. Just relax and take a chance. Your chance is going to be well rewarded. It's a good chance to take. This person's worth taking a chance on. Wow, the next couple cards, super interesting. You guys have trouble with that. You guys have trouble, or at least somebody in this dynamic has trouble taking a risk without having things be proven and seeing things and maybe even like checking text messages, right? Maybe someone's like really overwhelming, needs to be checking up on someone else. That's what this is. Someone has a hard time not checking up on the other person because it's either what they've always done, the Hierophant with the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is the difficulty. The Hierophant is either the way that they were raised, or the way that they've come, the tradition they've fallen into, the habits the long-term habits they've fallen into. But I think in this case, it's kind of like how they were raised or what they were taught. But you got to break out of that. You got to break out of that and not be quite like so hovering, so watching, right? That leads to bad things anyway. You guys got to act more like the Fool. That's the advice. Let's pull the Oracle now and see if there's anything else for advice for you guys. Anything else for Capricorn? Anything else for Cap? Oh, well, you got a card. I'm just sitting here shuffling. Okay, the Sun. Wow. The Sun is joy. It is living in the moment, which I don't think you guys have been doing. And also just blessings, like general good fortune. Let's keep going. The Sun is all those things. So it's like you got that. You got that. There's no reason to be hovering, looking, watching, testing. Let's see what else for. Oh, there we go. We got a card just popping out here. Honey. Jeez. Enjoy the good things instead of like nitpicking and looking and trying to squeeze bad juice out of a good fruit. You know, you guys are like squeezing an orange and you got all the good juice. The juice comes out and you're still squeezing. You're squeezing because you're like, there's got to be a bad drop in there somewhere. Well, there's no bad drop of juice in the orange. It's all good. You guys can just appreciate it. That's the advice. All right, Capricorns, that's going to be your reading. If you want to support me, I'd really appreciate you guys following and subscribing to the channel. That helps the channel grow. So with that, I guess I will see you guys next time. Have a good rest of your week. Take care.